Hey, this is Winston. I've just been thinking a little bit about intelligence, and I picked up some things here just to kind of try to see how it would make sense to explain my views. If I was jacking up a car and I wanted to put something under it to hold it up when I took the jack out, if I put this bottle up under there, there would be very little support. It would just crush it. If I take the cap off of it and let the air escape, then it would have even less support. And then you got a drink can, it's empty. If it was full of Dr. Pepper there and never been opened, it would have more strength than the one that's open here. But then you got the bottle jack. You can jack that up with that bottle jack and leave that bottle jack there and it'll support it a long time. It's easy to see the different strengths there. Well, then you can look back at this post, and this post is much more formidable. I don't know the engineering data on it, but it would take a lot to control if it was under some good support on concrete or something. It would take a lot of weight to crush that post. So when you get out in life, you find all kind of levels of intelligence, and most of us around here are just the Coke bottle. We listen to the chickens arguing with me. We have enough awareness of what's going on that we feed, nourish our families. Now the dogs chiming in on it. By the way, these Rat Terriers have learned to chime in with the chickens when they cackle. They do this every day. Listen. Anyway, it's obvious that there is a lot of different strengths in these objects that I have right here. But there's also a lot of different strengths in different people's ability to think. And I am not no exceptional one by no means about that. But you have the person that goes out and logs in the woods. I was talking to an educator one time, and I was talking about the difference in intelligence and apparent intelligence of people. And he corrected me a little bit. He said, "Yeah, that's true, Winston. There is a lot of difference in the main people you see out here is intelligence and some that sees things a little bit better." But he says, don't knock that guy that's out here making a living. He may not be book smart, but he knows when he can put his equipment in the woods without it bogging down, and he can do whatever it takes for his life because that's what he's centered on. But what I'm wanting to bring to this point is that there's some people that have a lot more understanding about the world and how the world works than others do. And then they're a small percentage of the people on earth, but then they get together and they join their already advanced minds together in a group that's promoting their ideals. And that may be women's lib, it may be gay, people that support gay rights. And certainly not saying that the women libs are smarter than the average people. I'm saying there are people in that group that's really smart. And then you have the just pure old socialist and people that's just anti somebody having something. But you get them together and they already got superior minds, and then they get together in a group promoting their cause. And then you get a wicked government over a period of time that establishes them into a place of a committee like that I believe now is actually promoting laws. That they just get together and say this is what we're going to do this week or this month or whatever. This is what's politically correct or this is not, and they're working together. You have the women's rights and the gay rights and the communists and the just pure anti-God people, and they say, well, we're going to do this is going to be incorrect, politically incorrect to say this from now on. And they get with these other groups and they all agree on it, and then all of a sudden all the news media jumps in on that bandwagon. So what we're doing, we're fighting a organized structure, and then we as Christian people, the common person that are living here and trying to keep our children safe and to be good to our neighbor and love our neighbor and all this kind of stuff, we're unorganized. And then you take someone like I perceive Donald Trump to be, he's like that on The Price is Right, and you drop that disc in the top of this pegboard, it's in a triangle, and he just bounces off of whatever it happens to be that he hits off of and goes to the bottom. Well, you can't defeat an organization that's so well organized and so established by random acts. But there's a secret to it. There's a real secret to it in defeating this. You can take someone that's solid, that I hope that Ted Cruz is, somebody that's solid and that's grounded, and they can stand for what's right. They don't flinch, and they can be something that the common person can be led by the Spirit of God to unite behind. And then you don't have that floating goalpost. You don't have the where we all get all excited and we got all this righteous anger about what's been done to us, and we get that head of steam, and then we start releasing it here and releasing it over there, and it's all dissipated in different places. But if you got a common goal, an organized common goal to convert that energy to, then you can accomplish something. But now there's a secret about all this. Now, I'm not a real educated person, but I've read amazing things that you can take 1,000 people and they start guessing maybe at the number of beans in a jug, and they'll just go all over the one of them will be this, one of them will be all kind of difference. But you got to have a large group. But I have read, don't know where it's true or not, that if you average all them people out, that they'll be right on the mark, right real close to what's actually in that jug. That the thinking ability of a bunch of common people common sense, you might say, will outmaneuver these big think tanks that's took over our world if we'll get our act together. And there is a great, great, great clue to this that's in the Bible. It says that the first shall be last and the last shall be first. When we first start looking at those think